All right, my friends, welcome in. It's the transfer window, and we have FC Groningen, who are at the top of the KKD, the division below us that I can't pronounce. But first, my friends, things you don't want your wife to text you during lunch. All right, welcome in. Yes, my friends. So, I don't know about you, I hate seeing food go to waste in my house because I earned the money to pay for it. So when it goes out in the trash, I cringe deep in my soul. And so, sometime last week, my wife made enchiladas for dinner with the intention of us eating them as lunch as well, in the coming days. I go down to the fridge today, there's an enchilada and a half left, and I'm like, I'm gonna have me an enchilada. Because we also had some barbecue. I'm gonna leave the barbecue because that's from Saturday. I know when that was done. I'm gonna eat the enchilada. So I'm like, I let her know. I'm like, hey, because she and my kids are out doing homeschooling things, and so I'm like, hey, had some enchilada because I figured the barbecue will last longer. And her response, did it still taste good? I'm like, that's not a concerning thing to read as you take your last bite. I was literally like, oh. Like, it tasted fine? And she's like, I don't remember when I made that. I might not have had that for lunch. And I'm like, in the future, as a family, if we could remove the food from the refrigerator that we're not sure is safe for consumption, that'd be great. Haha. So if there's no videos for a couple days because I'm food poisoned, it was fine. It was knocking on wood heavily. It was fine. No. Anyway, my friends, we've had a transfer window. Let's look at the finances. We still have $70 million in the bank, 15.7 of the transfer budget. However, your note, we've brought in $22 million in players sold. That's what this one is here, players sold. And, wait for it, we've spent $10.9 million on transfers. With a 14.5 working on a contract. We'll see if it comes through. So let's take a look. We're also working on a 3-4-1-2. We'll come back to that. Why is it like that? What? Get rid. Okay, now you can pause and go look at the. Wait, those names are different. Right. Let's just go. Let's just straight to it. We've sold Carranza to Southampton for $16 million. He was down to worth like $5.5, $6 million. He's having an okay season, 5 goals and an assist, but not a stellar season. I kind of felt like he'd capped out. He's 3-star with no more potential. And clubs started sniffing around at like $7.5 million. I was like, nah. Let's do something crazy. Let's offer $12.5 million with some add-ons. And they were like, done. And then other clubs came around. And I was like, let's up it to 16. And they were like, done. And so he chose Southampton out of all of them. This might be a mistake, but I think he's just average. He's all right. Like, I love him, right? He did well for us, right? 20 goals in that one season was outstanding. But in the role he plays, it's kind of like he's never going to develop to having like many green attributes like his balance, right? It's going to be, he's okay. He's okay. And so I felt like now is the time to cash in. Of course, it's doubled his value because he went to the Premier League and he's making $67,000 a week. Congrats, Mr. Carranza. But my friends, we also sold Stas, and I told you that's a $6 million rising to 6.5. He's worth $9 million because he's at Hull. And we've loaned out Maleka because he wanted to go. I don't think he's going to make it. I think we're going to loan him out to get, like, maybe he develops, but then we might sell him in the summer. And then Steinman, required as signing a new contract to be loaned out. And I'm like, I was going to, give you game time, but whatever. And it started to say in the premises screen that he was unhappy. And so we've loaned him out. As you can tell, they're paying essentially his wages. Right? Like, I love when it says loan fee. And it's like, well, if you do the math, it's not really the loan fee. It's really just paying for his wages. But he's gone to Hanover. And you'll notice we have 2 signings here. We have 2 Thiagos, because of course we do. Thiago Brazuna coming from River for $8.75 million. He had a minimum release clause for foreign teams. I think he's an upgrade over Carranza. We can play him in a multitude of roles. He even knows the false 9, so it's not like That's a major downside. Now, his finishing isn't as great, but if we play him as a false 9, who cares? Because his passing is good, his first touch is good. You know, I'm not saying he's 18, right? Like we got some time. Paying him 23 grand a week. He wanted a star player contract. That was the only way he was going to sign, so we signed him. He's worth double what we paid because of course he is. So he's going to play a lot because we're going to have to play him a lot. But if you look at his history, he had like a season and a half. 20 starts and then 9 starts with 4 subs in the season before that. But he had 11 goals in those 20 starts and 3 assists and 4 players of the match. Again, that's in Argentina. But, you know, as you do. We brought in Matteo Torin, I think, from Roma because we're a Roma affiliate. And we got him for free, my friends, because there was a little bit of concern from the squad. Panya came to me despite him being on international break. He must have Zoom called in to the team meeting. Like, they walked in with an iPad and they were like, boss, Panya wants to talk and we're with him. Like, you know, Newsies style. Digital Newsies. That's not going to land, I don't think. And we had a little talk about, well, there's not enough depth of striker. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We have Brazuna, Almada can play there. I'm trying to give Gustavo Patino some game time. Cassoni can play there. Steinman, but he wanted to go on loan. And I was like, I'm trying to give the young lads a chance. And they were like, oh, cool. But then I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. If we had like an injury crisis, it could go bad. So this guy was available. Our scouts obviously got a heads up from Roma. And he's on a free, and he's a squad player. I think he's adequate backup, right? So it wasn't like we did a massive deal, but he's adequate backup. Now you're like, well, that's not a whole lot. Well, we do have one other that we're waiting to see if he'll actually sign the contract. Charles Luis, Luis gets in my head. Maybe it's Luis, I don't know. But he's a winger / striker / attacking mid. We're getting him, theoretically, if he signs the contract, for $14.5 million, because, my friends, that is his minimum fee release clause for clubs. I think he's got a chance to be good. He's a wonder kid. 10 goals in 23, kind of the same thing. Like, but he's been to Europe before. Like, it's not like he's terrible, because he got 9 starts and 9 subs with 4 goals in the Portuguese Premier League. So, like, that has to, like, be worth something, right? And that was, what is that, 25, 26? That was 2 seasons ago, okay? So, like, he can't be that bad. And surely he's developed. He would have been 17 when that happened. Let's point that out. Goodness me. Or 18, because he's going to be 20 here in a little bit. But, again, passing, technique, dribbling, very, very good. Inverted winger on the left, or his top position as a false 9, my friends. Are you seeing a trend? So, hopefully he signs and shows up. Because if he doesn't, that we brought the guy in for a moment. So with that, I thought we'd try mixing it up, because we've been playing this 4-2-3-1. It's been going okay. Let's catch you up on that first. We beat FC20 on a 3-0, all from Panya. He rifled one home on a volley. It was great. Feyenoord with a 2-0, which I was quite pleased with, because we were away from home, especially after drawing with PSV with big, having an extra man for like forever in that game. And then obviously we played some friendlies coming off of the winter break. We scored a bunch of goals because we're friendlies. Anyway, and now we get Groningen in the Dutch Cup 3rd round. I was like, you know what? Let's try something. Now, you'll note Gonzalez, our right back, is still going to play, but he's going to play as a box-to-box midfielder because he knows the role, and he is really talented. So I think, and if we have to shift, right, we could go here, we could go back to a back 4, put Gila in as like a holding mid, or, we got options. This might be a terrible idea, but I'm like, we're trying to give these strikers some opportunities to shine. And we do have Cassoni, but he doesn't really know left wing. He only plays up top. He's like, I don't understand anything past attacking mid. So we want to get Horst a game, because we're playing, again, in the Dutch Cup against theoretically inferior opposition. Almada doesn't really love right wing, but he can play it, and he's working on right attacking winger, and my goodness, his potential has dropped, or his, in comparison to the rest of our squad. So apparently we've improved the squad since we signed him, which is insane since we just signed him. But anyway, but Hans can also play on the right. It gives us a holding. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little more attacking. Maybe. Because if you had a 4-2-3-1, that's the 4. I don't, maybe it's not, but I just go like, we got some good center backs, and I'm trying to get players game time, right? And of course, Tanoko, when I'm trying to get him game time because he's unhappy despite the run of games we've given him, and it says that like he's pleased. So why is this still here? He's got to get over that. Hopefully we keep playing him, he gets over it. What was I going to tell you? I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you, and it's just evaporated from my brain. So this is how we line up, my friends. Oh, Patino, that's what it is. Patino's unhappy because he wanted to go to Genk, and I'm like, I don't understand this guy. You just got here. Like, we bought you and loaned you because we promised you we would, and now we've given you 5 starts and 8 subs to like start coming into the squad as a squad player, and like, brother, we just sold the starting striker. You have an opportunity to step up here and like cement a claim. And he's unhappy. And so he's others, right? He's secondary social group A, dynamics others. So like, it's not like he's that important. And like, I didn't even talk to him about it. I'm like, we're not even going to talk about this. But it's just like, I don't understand. 9 players have no real opinion of me. Barack Ince has no real opinion of me. How is that possible? Armel, Jean-Philippe. Now, Jean-Philippe is probably upset because he wants an important player contract at 31. And I said, no, I mean, I'd like to keep him as a squad player. I'd give him a 2-year deal. he's gonna leave on a free. But I'm a little disappointed in some of these. Kreese, HAAG, Bender has been mad forever. Like, we're giving you a chance here at the top level and in the Europa League, not the champ, but you had a chance at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, assistant's like, what are we doing with this? Yeah, just. It'll be fine. Our bench is a little decimated because, again, we have Aluz out on international duty with Syria until February 8th. We have Armel out with the Ivory Coast until February 7th. And Panya out with Thailand until February 8th. Ha ha ha. Africa Cup of Nations and, like, Asian Cup things, I think. Otto, no. Oh, the number 10, huh? Are you that? Yeah, he is that good, isn't he? But you're really a 9, not a 10. I'm not giving the loanee that. He can wear... Oh, Bender's got 51. How about 49? There you go. Get in. Get in, Roma kid. All right, my friends. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you are able to get over the disappointment of the Champions League. I'm still thinking about it because it's the same day because we're the same shirt. I do like, though, that I get a blue screen and you can only tell a little bit right here that, like, I'm wearing a blue shirt. But I get to wear... I thought I was never going to wear a blue shirt. Speaking of wearing things, wait for it. This is quality content. Maybe this will help us out today. Marky, appreciate this scarf. I gotta find any suggestions for cord management. I use an extended 3.5 millimeter cord to go because my computer's around like a wall for noise reasons, but it just kind of like hangs next to my chair and is on the floor, and I don't know. All right, let's go finish where we finished the last match. Is that the friendly? Is it talking about, or is it talking about, you know, our last league game that we? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they got to bring it. They had pressure to bring it to an end. My team is always motivated, regardless of opposition, especially when we turn the fans on. The crowd, not big fans. Anyway, exciting 11 minutes here. No highlights. They're playing a 4-1-4-1. They know their position in life. I'm assuming it's a counter-attacking style they're going with today, and I'm afraid to go attacking, to be honest with you, against it, but I'm gonna, because we've had 1 shot completely off target, 2 shots completely off target. Okay, here we go, boys. You know, if you're not adjusting tactically, you're a dinosaur, right? So, like, we're just changing things up. Jean-Philippe pings it into a defender. Okay, we reset. Gonzalez. Gonzalez is like, I'm a right back, but that's fine. He's got the attributes, and he's a talented player. So put him in midfield. What are you two doing? The most talented and experienced guys. Gonzalez wins that back, though. Oh, give and take. Thiago Brazuna, in his first official non-friendly appearance, gets a goal. And the assist goes to Patino. Get in. again, we have to keep tabs on the number of Dutch players we have, which is why I haven't loaned out HAAG. Oh, my green. Oh, my blue. Oh, the screen. HAAG or Zimmerman, because we kind of need them around. Because Steinman wouldn't sign a contract if I didn't agree to loan him, so that's why he's gone. I don't think Maleka would have qualified anyway, so it's kind of like, is everything okay from a... Are we going to be able to register a squad for the Europa League? Or is it going to be all of our under-18s? Just wondering. Vikelt. He can only go 45 today. He can only go 45 today. Remember that. Gonzalez. Pings it. Oh, lovely ball, but not enough on it. Panka jumps on it. Panka is ready for the Pananka? Is that a... I don't think that's going to land either. It's been rough. It's been rough today, my friends. Here we go. Barak slings it in. Also, Almada says on the promises screen, he feels there's time running out for him to be the team's penalty taker. And I'm like, he's at the top of the list. What does that mean? Vikelt taps it in before he gets subbed off. But it's like, if he's been in the game when we've had a penalty, he'd be the guy that has taken it. Do I have to eliminate all the others? But it's like, well, what happens when, you know, he's on the bench? Why is he... I've made him the penalty taker. The top penalty taker. Does that mean the only penalty taker? Like, you're not allowed to have another one? Because that seems a bit dumb, if I'm being honest with you. So surely that's not it. Can we get a third here before the half and just seal it up real nice? Patino heads it over instead. Not quite enough, my friends. Here we go. It seems like Thiago Brazuna is not used to the pressing. It says being asked of him today. Well, he just got here, so that, you know, makes sense. Very pleased. Keep it going, lads. 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 You gotta say it like lads. All right. Ooh, that's not good. I was gonna bring you in, but you're knackered. And Hans. Okay, we're gonna swash these guys around. Almada is definitely not a left winger. So we'll make him, you know what? Yeah, let's have a wide playmaker. We don't have a playmaker on the pitch right now. Shit, it was all part of the plan. Yeah, get to it, boys. Yes. Why go to back four when we can keep doing the back three thing? If I can get it out. Cris. Almada. Oh, Patino. Barak finds Ha! Oh, it takes 6 years. It's like, I'm going to watch that ball settle until it's completely flat. And then I'm going to take my shot. Oh, they've gotten back in position, have they? Oh, it's a shame. Alright, since we got a 2-goal lead, we don't need as... See, they're going attacking, so we're going to go positive. So we have that mentality of, like, try and score, but let's not get countered on. Makes sense. Gila. Gonzalez. Okay, Hans. Gonzalez. Brazuna plays it. Oh, that was lovely. That was not enough power, but Gustavo has picked up his 3rd goal of the season. We will not complain. Maybe he'll be happy after this. But, oh, I get to play. I score some goals. That's not what he sounds like at all. That was last series. That was... Anyway, yeah, we'll just move right along. Okay, he's 1 yellow card away from suspension. That's great. You know what? We don't have any subs. I mean, we do, but we don't really have any subs at left back, do we? Or left of, you know what I'm saying, center, left thing. Easy for me to say. We could bring in Silas Anderson, except he's knackered as well. How about Zimmerman? And we'll just do this. Hey, game time. Aren't you happy, Zimmerman? Be happy, please. I'm going to take off somebody. They're all exhausted. Why are you exhausted? That's not very helpful. Goodness. We don't want him to get hurt. So we'll bring on the guy from Roma. Come on. Come on down. We're not paying for you anyway. And we'll do a little 3-0 praise action. Yes, everybody loves it. Roma guy's like, oh, you're praising me. I just got on the pitch. Yay, thanks, boss. I mean, this is what you want to see, right? You want to see a 3-0 against a team. I don't care that they're at the top of the league below us, that they're in the league below us. They got relegated, right? But you never know. Like, throwing out a 3-4-1-2, kind of mixing it up a little bit, doing a little Chelsea. Donkerloo is what they're with written. Donkerloo. Anybody? Anybody know how to say that name? Kankam Kiriwa. Goodness me. Good luck to the commentators. Coop Miners. Goodness me. Oh, ball at the top. No clean sheet bonuses, my friends. Oh, you can see through me now. That's interesting. Maybe it was just because it was on a dark background. Everything I said earlier, disregard that. All right, boys, let's not. Can we not make it interesting at the end of the game? Let's just thank you. Thank you. See it out. No clean sheet bonus. Fine by me. Saves the club some money. Good win, boys. Good win. New formation. Enjoy. We're going to switch back to the 4-2-3-1 next game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes, Emmen over Eindhoven. Excelsior over Dordrecht. Sad days for our affiliate. PSV, just barely, you could argue, over FC20, who took a second-minute lead. AZ smashes Venlo. No real surprises there, my friends. Who do we get? They aren't as good as they think. Wow. Well, we beat you, didn't we? Which is what I said would happen. I'm not going to wait for the draw. Oh, no, I am going to wait for the draw because that's the next episode. I thought it wasn't. Hold on. All right, it's time for the draw. Here we go. Who's still in it? AZ, Emmen, PSV, Ajax, Excelsior. Come on, Excelsior. Zwolle and Heerenveen. All those will be fine. Anybody but AZ, Ajax, and PSV, please. Anybody? Okay, PSV's off the board. Excelsior! Get in! Yes, AZ versus Ajax. The dream! The dream! You're saying there's a chance to get something out of the season besides a disappointing Europa League run. If we can get past SBV Excelsior, who are currently 18th in the Keukenkampioen-divisie, easy for me to say, we're into the semifinal and one win away from the final. Oh, but we can't over. Do we roll the 3-4-1-2 out against them? Who knows? Who knows? We are definitely rotating, as you can see here, for our next game against Emmen, which you're not going to see. HAAG, Zimmerman on the fullbacks. Kreis, Gila in the mid. Stanimovic back in. Thanks for playing, Bender. Just trying to keep you fresh. Anderson, Hans, Gutierrez is back. Brazuna, Vikelt, and Patino. No false nine because he's not as good at it. Attacking mid because that's his best role. If you've enjoyed this episode, my friends, and you're looking forward to us playing Excelsior and the first leg, we'll do it together. PAOK in the Europa League first knockout round. Yay! Can we win the Europa League? Do you think they're currently second in their own league? Huh? Like button, please. That sounded a little beggy, but if you've enjoyed this, I've enjoyed recording it. We'll see you next time. We got lots of games to play, including 10th place Ajax. See you then! Sorry that I'm disappearing into the background.